Okay, what's up guys? Nathaniel Chandler, Soul Sports Running Zone. We're here in the Megan quarters. I've got the Megan shirt on. We got Megan here. Megan, how you doing?
Doing good.
We got the Saucony Peregrine 12 here. We've logged quite a few crazy miles in these shoes here. Huge overhaul from Saucony on the Peregrine 12 here. Megan, you've been in the Saucony Peregrine before. What do you think of this new update right here? A general impression before we get into the specs.
Oh, I like the grip update on this. I get a lot more traction climbing uphill and running on a little bit of the rocky terrain out on Desert Classic here in South Mountain. And then it's a lot lighter.
Yes.
I like the lightweight feel.
Big changes on the Peregrine here. All right, but let's get into specs real quick here, all right? Men's here, all right, we're looking at 4 mil drop, about a 9.7 ounce range for like a men's standard size 9.5 here, of course. Depends on your size, I'll change here. And a 5 mil grip lug length and a rock plate. Megan, what's on the women's?
Alright, for size 8, we got like 8.3 ounce for the weight. Still the 5 millimeter
Talking liquids.
lugs on the shoes. And then, again, the 4 mil offset.
4 mil offset. So pretty standard, you know, when it comes to Peregrine. Always been 4 mil. Always been mega grippy on the traction, always had the rock plate, always been nimble, but what changes this guy here, really sets it apart, is really just that big weight change. I mean, this thing is featherweight, you know. I think it's rare for I guess, quote unquote, a daily training trail running shoe like this, for it to be this light. Pretty crazy, all right? So, how many miles did you put on your Peregrine, Megan?
I think it was like 88 is what I came to the total.
88, and it looks like trash. I put around 66 on mine, and mine still look brand new here. Megan, where did you use these to get them this dirty?
So they got 2 rounds on South Mountain to get ready for Black Canyon, and then I took them
Black Canyon what?
Black Canyon 100K. So I used it for the second half of the race, and they got well loved on it.
As you can see, Megan put...
You can see where the mesh too is, because where all the water and stuff I ran in came through.
Yeah, and I only ran mine out on South Mountain and dry desert trails here, so that's why mine looks so pretty and stuff like here, all right? So,
not bad.
Let's go back to kind of what you were talking about here with what you liked about it. Compare it to other Peregrines too, for the viewers that maybe have had Peregrines, that maybe like them. Why should they be interested in this shoe right here? And maybe why should newer people to the Peregrine be interested in this trail option right here?
I think it's probably the best road to trail. So if you have like I call them trail mix runs, where you start in the road, go on the trail, end up back on the road, you don't really notice too much of the heaviness that trail shoes tend to have on the road. Mm-hmm. There's still a nice spring to the step, and now with the lighter weight version, you do get more of that kind of tempo-y shoe effect, even though you got these nice lugs on the bottom. Nice,
yeah. And even without the lugs on the bottom there, did you find like if you were doing road to trail type stuff, did it sound maybe too droney, like it gripped and morphed around the ground too much, or do you feel like it was a really smooth transition road to trail?
It's been nice, smooth transition. This one may be a little bit more snappy just because it's got better grip on the bottom for the trails.
Sure.
But yeah, the previous models were just a little bit softer, I thought.
Sure, maybe more built up, more like the other. So would you call this maybe no longer maybe, for me, I would always kind of classify the Peregrine as like maybe like a daily trail option. Would you classify this as maybe like a do-it-all trail shoe that can race really well, that can also maybe do some daily training if you're into a firmer, lower to the ground feel?
Oh yeah, it's great. I mean, like, for the most part too, with the Black Canyon race, with those sharp rocks, aka knives,
yeah.
I really didn't feel too much on the underfoot. The real big thing for me was probably just like my foot dragging and hit the tip of this. It didn't quite have the toe guard I was hoping for, but then again.
What do you expect at mile 55, right?
There's big rocks.
Yeah, the Black Canyon Trail eats you alive. Yeah, I'm with you on that, Megan. For me, I think I wouldn't quite, you know, I'm gonna like a minimal shoe like this, that likes something a little firmer, lower to the ground, but lately I've been into lower leg depth, lug depth type trail shoes here. So if you're that consumer that does want something that does epic on the trail and is okay on the roads, this Peregrine would be a decent option here. Are there other options that could do that crossover really well? Yeah. But dedicated purely to the trail, I think, the Peregrine's named after the fastest freaking bird on earth. It's going to send you, all right, uphill and downhill, all right? So what was your favorite part of this trail shoe, all right?
I just liked how nimble I could be in it. Still had the grippiness. I liked, it's breathable too. So my feet never got like super sweaty because sometimes your feet move around a bit in the shoe. The reason mine probably did was because they got wet and soaked.
Yeah.
So they're not the best on water.
But the water evacuated pretty quick though, right?
Yeah, it never held the water in the shoe, which was nice. I mean, the shoes were pretty much dry by the next day because I finished at night. So they were, they dried pretty quickly, water drained well. It's just, probably could have wore better socks to keep the inside from being so slippery.
Sure, gotcha, yeah, definitely. Now let's talk midsole here, all right? Power Run, and then the inside here, insole, Power Run Plus. This is my personal favorite part of the shoe right here. Megan likes the grip and the nimbleness. I love this Power Run insert, which by the way, I think these are going to be in all the new Saucony 2022 models right here, these Power Run Plus inserts here. I freaking love this thing here. But what do you think kind of this cushion setup here? Did you think it was forgiving enough? Obviously you like the nimbleness of it. Did you think it could have been more cushioned here? Did you feel like it was perfectly cushioned?
To not sacrifice the lightweightness, this was pretty well cushioned for the upgrade we got. I mean, how much did we lose? We lost like almost an ounce.
We lost I think over an ounce. And weights from last year's or previous year's versions in general here. Over an ounce, and I think we gained cushion.
Yeah, I mean, it just feels softer, and I mean, as you can see here too, it held up pretty nicely after the miles.
No indentation.
I was gonna say no foot indentations on.
Look at that. 80 plus miles with an Ultra with a lot of moisture, and the insoles here made a TPU, Power Run Plus TPU. Doesn't show indentation, just shows that these shoes can also maybe even go the distance in durability as well here, people, all right?
Yeah, even the side I took the most weight on, you can tell that was probably where I was doing a lot more force.
Yeah. Even the logo is still there. Mine's actually disappearing, and I put less miles on yours. Okay, so fit, cushion, grip. How about the rock protection? These guys have always had rock plates on the bottom here, all right? What do you think of the rock protection? Because you really went through it all at Black Canyon. Obviously, I went through it too with the South Mountain training, stuff like that, but the Black Canyon shoe is pretty rigorous, and I think she put it through the test on this shoe right here.
Yeah,
what do you think
is
of the protection?
one. It did really well, I thought, underneath where the rock plate is. I mean, mine was more the front toe bumper. That was probably my weakness on this thing. That's where the toes sacrifice the feeling of the rocks. But otherwise, underneath the plate, you don't really have too much of the rocks hitting into your foot like a couple other minimal models I've been in. This one's probably been my favorite in means of protection underfoot.
Feel pretty confident across most scrambly type terrains, stuff like that.
Oh yeah, the Black Canyon training run when I had a couple of those spills saved.
Yeah, I would even go as far as say too that this rock plate kind of adds a little bit of a propulsive feature as well. So if you do like those uphills and you are looking for a shoe that can claw uphill really well, people, Peregrine could easily be that choice here. Flexes in the middle with the rock plate that extends about to here, a little bit softer in the heel for those descents, but up front here, this guy climbs like a monster. That's my first impression, first trail run I ever did with this shoe. I was like, this shoe climbs really well. So if you want that confidence, there you go. Now let's talk about who maybe this shoe before here. I personally think, for one, someone that likes precision fit, all right, precision fit shoe, and someone that likes a firmer feel with big grip, that wants to do it all. What do you think?
I have to agree with you on that one. I mean, it's pretty much like a snug little glove, but plenty of space still for your foot to breathe in. If you go the full length, a little bit of swelling, there's still some room in it.
Yeah, I agree. This is seriously people, if you gotta try the shoe on because it is such a reinvented Peregrine, and that's what my favorite part is about it.
The color updates are great, and
yes.
if you can even get matching colors, if you really were into it, we were just gifted the same color.
Yes, thank you, Brad. So now, what did you not like about it, all right? There can't be the perfect shoe out there, otherwise the running shoe industry would go out of business because then there'd be too many perfect shoes, all right? What did you not like about it?
I mean, like, a little bit was the toe protection up in the front here. I do like that it's got more of the narrow round fit rather than that wider fit it used to have. But yeah, maybe just a little bit more up in the front here for, you know, those people that tend to
It's a pretty
drag
minimal
their
shoe.
foot.
I agree.
And yeah, I guess that was pretty much that, and then the tongue. I'm not a fan of the thin tongues. I do like a little bit more of the puffier tongues.
Sure.
Just because my sock gets sucked under.
Sure, I'm with you, yeah. So, your favorite part of the shoe, the grip, was actually my least favorite part of the shoe. Even though I love the grip on it, I felt that 5mm lug depth was maybe a little bit too aggressive for kind of what got going on here. On a lot of the slabby type rock stuff, maybe not like the loose rock type stuff for your people that maybe you like to trail on, maybe like slick rock or above that trails, I felt like the rubber morphed and shifted a lot when you planted down. For me, it feel very confident inducing. For Megan, she's faster than me, so okay, obviously that she's going to kick butt in it. So it's up to you on what kind of feels you want to feel here. All right. So, well, all right, Megan, Peregrine 12. What would you change about this shoe if you had to change one thing?
If I had to change, I don't know. I like it.
Okay. Wouldn't change anything, I guess. Maybe it is the perfect shoe. Who knows? Well, all right, folks.
For the minimalist runner, it is the perfect
For the
shoe.
minimalist runner, maybe not you Vibram 5-finger shoe people, all right? But for you people that like a reduced running shoe, all right? That want a shoe that can go ultra, that can go short course. There you go. All right. Well, Megan, thanks for chatting with us here. Saucony Peregrine 12, everyone. Soul Sports Tempe, Scottsdale, and Arcadia is going to be carrying this option here. We're stoked on it. We think you should be too, to at least try it on and see what you think of it, because we thoroughly enjoyed it, especially if you're an older Peregrine user and you haven't been happy with the previous ones. You'll love this one, we believe, all right?
It's a golden gem.
It's a golden gem, there you go, all right? Well, guys, Nathaniel Chan here. We got Megan. Thanks for joining us. We'll catch you out next time, all right?